Okay, so this is another impromptu podcast. My my hospital podcasts keep getting pushed back, but for good reasons. This one is an important one to me because tomorrow is my birthday, and which that kind of doesn't matter. I've never really celebrated my birthdays, but it's the Big 50 by Big 50. So I've been staying with my parents while healing from this leg the last few weeks after my last surgery. Um, and my dad comes over and feeds the cats and takes care of the cats. Now I have two cats, Pringles and Ruffles. Pringles is the big 30 pound super loving boy, and Ruffles is the cute little cat that's sitting next to me right now. The reason I decided to do this podcast is my dad was saying that Pringles wasn't doing too well. He was he wasn't eating, couldn't even jump up on the couch. Um, so I decided to come over this morning to like just spend some time with him, hang out with him. Maybe he missed me. Well, I walked in and he's laying to the left of me right now. He passed away. So I figured might as well do this crying blog because we've all people that have had pets, lost pets, know how difficult it is to lose an animal that lives unconditionally, especially little big fat cat that would leave my side, and if I went upstairs to edit, he would sit at the stairs and cry, waiting for me to come down. Anyways, um, so this is like my little tribute to Pringles, I guess. If you listen to this on the podcast, I will be putting this on YouTube as well with some pictures of Pringles. I have some videos. Um, when I came back from the hospital after all my surgeries and finally could walk enough to walk next door, I came over next door and laid down, and he just laid next to me, just purred and did the cat head butts like cats do. You know when they're like you're part of the pack, clink clink. He was so big and dumb. He would run into the coffee table with his head right there, boom boom boom. He would hit his head on the table almost every single time. Um, he was just like one of those super cool cats. Just very social, very loving. He was afraid of everything and everyone. There was a knock on the door. He would just take off running. Um, I thought that I would die before the cats, and the cats would just eat me. But and I beat one to the pun. One beat me, and Ruffles has been crying. She'll walk over to him, smell him, and then walk away and just cry. Crazy thing is, last night I heard a couple of cats fighting outside, like cats, crazy fight, like insane fighting. They would stop, they would cry, they would fight, and then it just all stopped. And the crazy thing was, all I thought about was my cats, and I'm just like, what if this is like some kind of a weird sign, So this morning is the first time I've actually put on the walking boot and hopped over here on the walker because I was just like, man, that's a weird sign. And the huge fight last night with the cats kept me up all night. It did what my dad was telling me. So I came over, and Pringle's usually the first one to run up to me because he's just like this loving cat. And Ruffles, the other cat, the girl cat, came up. So I started calling for Pringles, and when he didn't answer, that's when my heart sank. I kind of had a feeling that something was wrong. Um, then I just kept walking to the living room, and I saw him laying there. He wasn't moving. It was hard. I touched him and tried to move him. Um, there was just like no breathing, just like muscle spasms. That's it. Um, and now we're dealing with this virus, so you can't even go do anything. And I have one leg. It's sad. It's like it's one of those things. I think if you talk it out, how you share your stories, some of the grief goes away. But So my dad, who hates cats, has been taking care of them. And then he came over to bring some like chicken soup I could put in their food. And um, I go to him, Pringles died. And he got emotional. He hates cats. Innocent animals, you know. My only concern is that he didn't suffer because he was so freaking cool. I adopted him about 15 years ago. He was a giant. He's a big, giant, fat cat. I called them Kitty Smalls. I called them Notorious, CAT, all kinds of names. And as soon as I yelled his name, he would come running. It was just like a big, super happy cat. When I adopted him, I had to get one of those big suitcases or whatever they are for a dog, 25 pounds or more. And I brought him home and I kept him in the box or whatever, the crate. So I had the girl come over, Ruffles, and she was sniffing him. They started, growling at each other. Then I took him upstairs, and he was afraid of me for about a month. He lived upstairs. I had a litter box for him upstairs. I brought him food and water, and he would just hide from me under the bed, and then eat and so on. I would clean his litter box, and then we just had this cycle for 30 days. Then one day I was sitting down, and I look in the corner of my eye, I see this big something furry moving, and I look, and he came downstairs, and he was downstairs, and he was finally comfortable enough to hang out with us. Him and Ruffles fought for a long time. I would come home and she beat his ass. There was like white fur everywhere, which she's gray and he's white with black spots. So I was like, well, he obviously got taught a lesson by the queen of the house. So eventually started getting along, sitting next to each other. He was always the groomer. He would sit and like lick my beard, lick my hands like a dog. He would sit at the bottom of the couch and just stare at me and meow until I would say, come up here. And then he would come up and hang out with me. You start petting him. He would lay down on his back with his paws all up so you could rub his belly. He loved the belly rubs. It was pretty cool, and he's a big Maine Coon, so he doesn't shut up. You walk in the house and all he's doing is like telling me stories. Meow, meow, dad, this, dad, that. I gotta tell you something. What did I pooped today? I slept today? I ate today? I napped today? I pooped? And so forth, The life of a cat. He was afraid of people. People would come over, he would hide, but then we get comfortable, then he would just come and hang out with you. And he wouldn't leave you alone. Then he would just try to jump on you, but he's like 30 pounds. That's a lot of cat, So, and cats have claws, so you got to deal with that as well. But the hardest part is, I went and researched places that would take my cat and cremate Pringles and give him the proper respect. And I found a place and I called them. And the one thing that happened was I was okay until she asked me what was going on. And I told her and I broke down and she's like, I'm so sorry. Let me call you back in a few minutes so you could compose yourself. And I got a quote. It sounds like an amazing situation with how they take care of your loved pets. So once I'm done with this, I'm going to call them, arrange a pickup, and within a week or two, I should have my little BFF back home. Damn, I'm a crybaby, but we all have pets that we dealt with going through this, and it's so tough. But the memories they brought us and the unconditional love is priceless, right? And that's what he did. He was an awesome cat. And he deserves an awesome conclusion to his life. And that's what he's going to get. So for all of you who have pets, take care of those little monsters. Because they might not say I love you or smile at you, but You know, when they purr or they wag their tail. That's all that matters, right? Okay, well, Pringles is not wagging his tail or purring. Ruffles is just crying, sitting next to me, which she rarely does, except right now. So, um, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna call and arrange for them to come pick up this awesome little buddy of mine that's laying right here. Happy Sunday. Ready? Watch this. Pringles, give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Oh, give me another kiss. Pringles, give me a kiss. Pringles, hey, give me a kiss. Hey, no more kisses? Why are you kissing the camera? Give me a kiss. Pringles, give me a kiss. Thanks, buddy. That's how you do it. You forgot to say no meow. No meow, because we're both boys.